theme in a long time. Rigs of Rod's Monster Jam. This time, the King of the Hill series will be highlighted from Nashville Superspeedway, biggest course we had all season. Let's not waste time. Let's get right down to it. Some of the biggest names in Rigs of Rod's Monster Jam competition, plus some new names that we have not seen on this circuit. Going to be running in the King of the Hill series from Nashville Superspeedway tonight. King of the Hill is basically a one-night points tournament, and the points champion at the end of the night is crowned the King of the Hill. In qualifying, there was 50 points to be handed out to the guy that qualified in the number one spot. You're looking at who qualified number one, Lindsey Wink and Blue Thunder. 48 points with the qualifier number two, and that was David Smith in the King Crunch machine out of Spring, Texas. And our third quickest qualifier, taking home 46 points, the King of Air himself, Tom Mintz and Maximum Destruction. Let's take a look at this exciting race course that we had here at Nashville Superspeedway. Most of you guys that have been monster truck fans probably recognize this as the Rick Schaefer crossover design. As you see Tom Mintz taking on Gary Porter and Spitfire right here, there's the big jump in the center, the crossover. I guarantee you we're going to see a lot of trucks jumping over trucks tonight. Tom Mintz has the easy lead right here on Porter as he now takes his final lap around this place right here. Porter coming back, trying to make this a good race, but when you're racing Tom Mintz, you have to be on your A game. Porter screws up right there, going into that corner, and right here's what I'm talking about. Boom, big air, jumping over a truck. Gary Porter and Spitfire not going to have enough, though, as Tom Mintz will take this round number one win. This race goes to show you that all the experience in the world on this course can still catch up with you. Mark Hall has won on this type of course before. Alex Blackwell was here for the first time. Mark Hall in the Raminator machine trying to stay nice and low to the ground to go into this first turn. Had to take Alex Blackwell to the limit on the exit of this turn if he was even going to have a shot to win this race. And right here, he is actually behind by, I would say, at least a half a truck. Hall knew he had to push it, and he would end up messing up, flipping a turning pole, sending himself the wrong direction. Blackwell would have the win from this point. Hall never gives up, though. And right here, you'll see, he tries to come back, pushes it so far out in this turn, he does not have the speed for the crossover. Up and over goes the Raminator, end over end. Tough break for Mark Hall. You can see Blackwell even stopping and looking to try and make sure he's okay before he goes to the finish. Dennis Anderson and Adam Anderson would face off out here in Nashville Superspeedway. Father versus son, icon versus growing legend. Adam would clip that turn pole right there and almost save it. And one of the wildest little dances we've seen in a monster truck in a long time. It had just handed the win to his dad, though, and Dennis Anderson would go on in another round of racing. Without question, though, probably the fastest truck out here all night long was the King Crunch machine, David Smith. A lot of guys had trouble just trying to keep up with him on the line, as you saw right there. A big power wheelie from King Crunch off the start would easily give him the advantage on the Mohawk Warrior machine of George Balhan. Balhan slides wide right there, gets it up on two wheels a little bit. Smith actually has about a two-truck length lead right here, and there you go, jumping trucks again. George Balhan jumping David Smith and King Crunch. Problem is, though, is he is now so far behind, Smith could put it on cruise control to defeat the Mohawk Warrior right here. David Smith just has a beautiful line working for him. Hits this crossover jump with no problem, and he would move on to the next round easily. Watch this come into the car. Smith knows he's got it won. Nice and smooth over the finish line. These two guys are no strangers to each other. Lindsey Wink and Tom Mintz. Wink has yet to get that elusive victory against Tom Mintz on the series. Right here, though, Mintz would be the one to drill him off the line by about a half a truck. Lindsey, though, his truck not here to lead the line so much as to keep the speed up throughout the entire course. And you'll see what I mean when he comes around that big, long, sweeping turn that Tom just come around, coming back towards the finish line. Wink would lead the first time by. Mintz was all sorts of sideways trying to save this truck to land it to hit over towards the crossover jump. Right here, you'll see Wink swings it nice and wide, holds every bit of speed. At this point, he's got about a two-truck length lead, but he holds too much speed comes way too close to the poles right here, and it allows Tom Meents enough time to catch up and just floor it out of the exit of that turn, and Meents would win the round, but Wink would be the fastest loser, and they would have a rematch. In their rematch in the semifinals, Meents would have lane choice over Lindsey Wink and Blue Thunder, and Wink, you can tell he wanted it by just how much air he got on the start of that thing. He was out there and he jumped that thing as far as he possibly could. Wink did not mess up coming through the crossover right there, and coming by this time by, Tom would have a 1 truck length lead, but on this course, with 1 more lap to go, they're actually dead even. They would come around this corner right here, and Wink would pull away as Meents messed up the big sweeping turn back there. I don't know if you saw it, he oversteered and overcorrected. Was not going to be Tom Meents' night as he would come around that turn, and Lindsey Wink would get the win. And Tom Meents would flip it over, and Wink goes to the finals. The icon Dennis Anderson would make it to the semifinals against second fastest qualifier David Smith. Dennis did not have a handle on that course the entire night, ladies and gentlemen, and did not get a handle on it until the previous round against Captain's Curse and Alex Blackwell. Dennis would get a bad kick, though, right here off of this hill, causing him to apex the turn just a little bit too short, and he would clip the pole, giving David Smith and King Crunch the advantage and the win to go into the finals against Lindsey Wink and Blue Thunder. There was your final, ladies and gentlemen, and King of the Hill, best 2 out of 3 races for the final round. This was race number 1. Lindsey Wink and Blue Thunder and David Smith and King Crunch, both drivers, had just taken out 2 of the biggest icons in the sport. Wink finally getting the win over Tom Meents that he had been looking for, and King Crunch, David Smith, taking out the icon, Dennis Anderson. Right here, though, they're dead even. May not look like it to the naked eye, but on this course, that is dead even when they come across the first time. Wink would have a beautiful exit of this turn coming up right here. See, look at that. Beautiful from Lindsey Wink coming around this final turn. I dare you to call the finish. Remember, the pole is right there is the finish line, and Lindsey Wink would get race number 1. Wink was up 1-0 on David Smith in the best 2 out of 3 races. Smith had the whole shot by about a truck, but Lindsey Wink was not going to be denied tonight. There's a beautiful corner right there, comes up and over the crossover hill. David Smith is behind right there, slid way too wide, almost hitting the big hill of the crossover, and Wink would have, this is about a half a truck length lead if you look at it on the big scale of the course. That was only about a half a truck length lead the first time by for Wink. Smith trying to cut that corner right there. He's got a shot at this point. Smith was coming back until this final turn right here. He'd catch a rut up on 2 wheels, saved it. Lindsey Wink would be the winner of racing in King of the Hill in Nashville. Wink would now have a 4-point advantage over David Smith and King Crunch going into the freestyle portion of the show. Remember, Wink was #1 qualifier and the winner of racing, so that's 50 points, but 50 points is 100 points. At a 4-point lead over David Smith going into freestyle, it was still anybody's ball game. It was a nice debut in front of the television cameras for the Mohawk Warrior machine and George Balhan. Normally the driver of the Escalade truck got revamped, put a Mohawk on it for the Mohawk Nation. George Balhan come out here in Nashville, tried to put on a great show for the TV cameras, but as you're going to see right about in this portion of the run, he would backside the dirt hill from racing, go for a wheelie, couldn't quite get it, go for a donut, hit a hook, and up and over goes the Mohawk Warrior. Greg Witchenbach and the Crustacean monster truck was about the only guy to try that cross thread right there. Had a lot of air right there, showing you how much he has improved since just starting out. This was his first time in front of the television cameras, and he put on a show, as you can see right there. entire night was Adam Anderson and the Taz Machine. Donuts down the banking in Nashville Superspeedway, into the grass as well. And if you don't believe me when I say he was getting some big air, watch this move coming up here shortly. Carries a lot of speed down to the backside of the bus. Huge sky wheelie-ish air into a nose wheelie and saved it. Rick Long would come out with some of the biggest air of the night in a big black and blue Ford Bigfoot. Long would also be one of the first guys to try big cross threads the entire night. Check this save out from Bigfoot. Beautiful job. Tom Mintz would come out, and there is his moniker, King of Air. Tom Mintz was getting a lot of air out here in Nashville. Breathtaking leaps were to describe Tom Mintz's run. Left the crowd in awe. The icon, Dennis Anderson, would come out starting strong with a nosedive into the ground and walking it on one wheel all the way across the course and pulling off one of the biggest sky wheelies of the night. Anderson tackled the same hill that bit rival Tom Mintz, and he would pull off the wow factor of the night with a beautiful save. However, after some dizzying digger donuts on the other side of the course, he'd come back around, hit the same obstacle, wouldn't have lightning strike twice, and Anderson would roll over with still some time on the clock. The Black Stallion Machine of Michael Vaughters came out with a vengeance in Nashville Superspeedway for the TV cameras, and he came out hard, ladies and gentlemen. This was your winning freestyle right here. Michael Vaughters coming out, a beautiful slap wheelie right here, but this was just the beginning of the run. Wait till you see what happens next. On a jump that was biting everybody, it looked like it was going to bite Michael Vaughters. He nosed it into the ground, into the wickedest slap wheelie I think we've ever seen. He catched the concrete on the turnaround and walked the truck on two sidewalls all the way down the front straightaway. The best save I think we've ever seen out here in a monster truck outdoors, and Vaughters was not done there. Look at these donuts. Look at the air. No question, the winner of freestyle tonight was Michael Vaughters and the Black Stallion Ford. It'd be tough luck for David Smith and King Crunch as he would start his run with a beautiful power wheelie. But then he'd go and hit this obstacle. It launched him a little bit the wrong way, caught a bad bounce, and David Smith was over within 10 seconds. With David Smith going over early, it was a no-brainer that Lindsey Wink was going to be your king of the hill in Nashville Superspeedway. But do you think it stopped him from trying to wow the crowd? Does that answer your question? Lindsey Wink was your king of the hill. Blue Thunder reigned supreme at Nashville Superspeedway, and Lindsey Wink was a happy, happy camper. Wink and Blue Thunder would be your king of the hill by 9 points over Maximum Destruction, and the heartache for King Crunch dropped him to 6th. The next time we come to you will be at Wildwood, New Jersey for a special 2-day King of the Hill, where the overall champion after 2 days will be crowned King of the Beach. Thank you for watching these highlights. See you next time.